What is happening, everybody? Nick Albrecht here, back with NFL Divisional Round picks and predictions. This might be a 10-15 minute video. Only 4 games to predict. Um, it was a crazy week last week. The worst game I'd say of the weekend would probably be the Patriots. Yeah, because there wasn't much scoring. It was that or the Monday night game. One of the Sunday or the Monday night game. But overall, most of the games are good. I think the best game of the weekend, I think, was the Bears one because the comeback. Um, the Packers really suck. I mean, the Bears, I still think they're not that good, and they're not because the Packers actually suck. Because how do you blow a big lead like that? I know if Minnesota did that as the NFC North foe, I'd be crucified to the cross. You don't mind the shirt. This is an old shirt I'm wearing. If I don't work at Cinder Bar, people are like, hey, where's Cinder Bar? I used to. I'm just wearing this because, it's just something to wear around the house. I said, I'm going to do the video. And it's not like the Vikings are still in it. So, but yeah, the Eagles. I sat on here week 5 or 6, and I said, after they lost to the Giants, I think it was, when they got their asses kicked, I said, the way this offense looks, they ain't making it past the divisional round. I said the divisional round. I was being generous. Well, they didn't even make it past the fucking wild card. All these people, they all thought, they had it won. You watch the news, once in a while you check. Some fans say, we have it all. Oh, nobody else is a challenge for us in the NFC. Oh, it's over. We're going to the Super Bowl. Well, look at that. They lost to a banged up San Francisco team. They lost Kittle in the fucking second quarter. The Niners. It just they have all these guys out on day. And then Eric Kendricks, a former Viking, gets a game-saving play. So it's just awesome to see the defending champs get beat in the first round after all that shit. And look at that. We ended 9-8. They ended 11 wins or whatever, and they won as many playoff games as we did. And they pick 22, something like that, 21, or pick 18. So they pick 4 spots behind us. Big deal. So I mean, all that shit talk. Yeah, McCoy. There's the Vikings at. Well, we're literally in the same spot, but at least Minnesota has a better draft pick, and we ended our season with 5 straight wins, feeling good about ourselves. The Eagles have such a bad taste in their mouth after that, but that's all I'm going to say. And they fired the offensive coordinator. Sirianni should have been fired because he's a fucking clown. But let's move on to this week's games. So let's move on to it. All right. So we have 4:30 on CBS on Saturday. We have the Bills at the Broncos. So these games, next week I might do this video on Thursday. These games lines just change instantly. I'm doing a game right now. Denver's 1.5, over-under 45.5. On Saturday morning, Buffalo might be 1.5 again because they were favorites. Now Denver's favorites. Then Buffalo. So it could change. So right now, as I'm recording this, Buffalo is 1.5, over-under. Denver's 1.5, over-under 45.5. This should be a really entertaining game. I thought the Jags were going to win last week, but Josh Allen, he did what he does best. Superman, they were calling him on CBS. But this is going to be a good game, I think. Yes. I mean, I can sit here in a minute too. The Broncos, they had a lot of cheap wins this year. Barely beating teams and barely beating the Jets 13-11, beating the Giants by a point, beating the Raiders by 3, beating Washington and Mariota by a point. Yes. The Bills, they have flaws too. They put up these stinkers, but I feel like on the road they play better. It's weird. But I'm going to go with the Bills. I just think I'm going to go with the team that I trust that's been around the playoffs more. Denver might be young and not ready yet. You know what I mean? If Denver wins this game, they did what they needed to do as a 1 seed at home. If Denver's defense shows up like it should, they should win this game. Because the offense, they might not put up more than 20 points, but if the defense does its job and they win 23-17, okay, they did their job. But I think this game's going to come down to the final 2 to 3 minutes, and who has the ball last, who maybe his defense gets a stop, or what quarterback is on the field, and you trust Josh Allen more to go down the field and get a game-winning drive because he does all fucking crazy shit. It's like facing Mahomes, but like Allen, like Mahomes is better, but like Allen's the next. When you think of Mahomes, is the next quarterback to him is Josh Allen. So I'm gonna say Bills win this game. I'm gonna say 24-23. I'm gonna say Buffalo goes down the field, and they kick like a 40+ yard field goal to end the game as time runs out. Like maybe it could be 50 yards, Prater, or if he's even back yet. 24-23 Buffalo. It'll get everybody into the rest of the games. Oh, let's go. We have a big either way, but I'm going to take the Bills. Not only I want to see Josh Allen win a Super Bowl because, minus Mahomes, he's my favorite quarterback to watch. This year, the last couple of years, like the last 2 years, Allen has like been my favorite to watch. Mahomes, I still like him, but Allen, but I want to see Allen go to a Super Bowl and even win it. But I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like the Bills are still the better team, the experience in the playoffs. Then this should be the lock of the weekend. Seahawks 49ers on Fox Saturday night. Seattle 7 over-unders 45.5. Seattle should win this game. Just the Niners, they won last week, yes, but like they're still not, fully healthy. They're just, to me, I don't see them going into Seattle and winning against that defense. And people are sitting here saying, yeah, Darnold. But you know what? Darnold's not the reason why they're the 1 seed. It's the defense. It's the run game in Seattle. Seattle's got maybe one of the best run games in football. Seriously. And then their defense might be the best. I mean, I keep saying them and Houston are probably the best 2 defenses in football. So, I mean, is Darnold real? I could see if Darnold took a team like Atlanta, let's say, to the promised land. Okay, hats off to him. But this is a little bit of other things. I mean, and great coaching. I mean, Seattle's got a good head coach. So, I'll take Seahawks to win here. I'll say Seahawks win 24-17. This is a typical 7-point win, 24-17. And I'll take Seattle. And then we got Sunday. So the games start later on Sunday, which I like. I like that. Texans at Patriots at 3 o'clock on ESPN. Houston, New England's 3, over-unders 40.5. It's going to be a great game. I think this game, defensive-wise, is going to be great. Offensive-wise, no. That's why I think it's going to be a great game. The defense is going to come to play. Because New England's got a solid defense, and Houston's definitely has the best defense in football. Like you can't move like it's just dominant. Like if they go to the Super Bowl, Houston, yes, because of their defense. Because they defense wins championships, but I'm still gonna take the Patriots because they're home. It's Houston going on the road again, another cold game. Their offense might not be able to do enough. And I'll take the Patriots here. I'll say 20-17 New England. I just think, look at that. The over-under's at 40.5. I have the under. So, May will find a way. Vrabel, the home atmosphere. The Patriots are just overall, I think, like, they have a great run game. They have solid receivers. Tight end room's okay. I mean, he's 3 guys, and then May and Stafford are the MVP candidate. So I could trust that more than Houston. Houston's got 2 to 3 decent receivers. You got Nico Collins, and then you got Higgins, who's doing pretty good, and then you got Christian Kirk. Stephen A. Smith at the Charlie Kirk, but it's kind of fucked up. It's becoming a meme, but Yeah, you got Christian Kirk, decent room. The tight ends, Schultz is okay. And you got Woody Marks, yes, but I trust New England more here at home to get it done. And then we got Rams at Bears on NBC at 6:30. Rams are 3.5. Over is 48.5. Supposed to be 20 degrees. Um, yeah, that could be impactful for the Rams. It could be. But um, they're just a way better overall team than the Bears. Way better. Like you look up and down the rosters, like the Rams, they got on beat on every position on offense. Um, Defense, I don't really look into that, but the Rams have a solid up front. Um, so I'll take the Rams to win here. I think this will be the highest scoring game of the weekend. Um, so I'll say 27-21 Rams. I just think, and I think another thing is the NFL for ratings wants Bills, Patriots, and Seahawks, Rams, two division NFC championship games, because the ratings will go to the roof for that. It's just how it is. Um, so I'm basing it off that, and I'm basing it off what I actually think. I just think and that'll be a fun weekend to have that. So yeah, Rams win, and Rams cover. So that's all I got. 4 games, quick out. 10 to 15 minutes, like I said. Yeah. So next week, I'm gonna try to do. I'll see what I'm doing next week. I'll try to do it on Thursday next week. Because there's no games till Sunday. I want to get as close as possible to the week to the games. Because again, on playoffs, lines change like every second. Like literally, by the time I upload this video, a line might change. But at least I'm getting it out for you guys. Hope you have a good rest of the week. I can't wait till January ends, man. Seriously, February. I can't wait. I just tired of this weather. So, all right. I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the games. As always, they're out, but I bleed purple during football season. And I guess always, Skol Vikes. All right, guys. See you guys next week.